I've done a lot of goal setting in the past, but as a rule follower, I got too caught up in how many goals should I have and what time frame should they cover and how should I word them. So this year I have not been doing goals. Instead, I've just been doing my own thing in spiral notebooks, pulling little bits of different systems from here and there that I've used over the years. I've been working from projects and priorities based on my different areas of life, but not so much formal goals. In my last notebook, I realized I needed a little more structure around those priorities, so I came up with the seasonal focus map. It's structured, but it's still really flexible. These, I don't need to use the printable, but these were from my seasonal reset guide, and I think they're so cute and pretty. I just like the idea of thinking of the different things that you're prioritizing. I'm not big on saying goals right now. There were goal times in my life. This isn't one of them. I just have a bunch of stuff that needs to happen. So I'm gonna do one for my overall life, one for my channel, business, YouTube. So I'll do that one later, but this one I'm gonna go through, and the projects that I have here, I am gonna prioritize. So here's the thing with this, it's not necessary. You could do it where this is the most important thing, this is the next most important things, and these are the next, least important things. And 6 isn't a magic number, it was just a pretty way to do it and kind of made sense to me for what I had going on in my life. I also kind of like the idea of prioritizing like what I'll finish, but for this, I think this is going to be my biggest focus. So you could do it, time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do it for how much time it's going to take up. If you were going to maybe write steps in here. I did steps, I think, on my last one on here for some of them, and I did my reflections a little bit on here as I went through my weekly resets. I could do this as areas of my life, not necessarily projects, or I could do it as projects. Again, I made this so it's flexible, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the same each time. If I look at my areas of life, let's do that. Let's start with that. Just looking for a scrap of paper. Okay, if I was gonna say, where should my time be spent this season? If I were to rate these, if I say home and stuff, so if I say that, I think that kind of is pretty good. I'm gonna switch these. I think I'm just gonna do it by area of life this time. I'm gonna switch these. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. This time I can actually give credit to Hallie Songbird. I said when I was doing the initial setup on this that I remembered somebody suggested the sticker paper, and I thought it was on a live stream, so it took me a minute to find her, but it was on an older notebook video, and she was the one, and so she's back around. So yay, thank you, Hallie Songbird, for the suggestion. I made lots of stickers back in the day. My silhouette was one of those things I got rid of when I moved. And then down there, when I was in California, oh, this is just not going as well. Oh well, it's okay. Down there, I had a silhouette and my friends had crickets. And then I'm up here and I bought a cricket and my friends have silhouettes. So I have bought the cricket. I've done nothing with it at all. I don't even remember. Oh, I was trying to make something for my volunteer group. And I thought, oh, this other person makes stuff, she can help me out. Well, she's got a silhouette, so she's as clueless as I am. And then something else shiny came along, and it wasn't important anymore. So I'll do one for my channel stuff, just not now. So now I can move this onto here. Do I want it left aligned or do I want it in the center? I want it in the center. When I say home and stuff, I never was sure where to put like vehicle stuff. This helps me roll in the car and other items that might not seem like home to me. And I get cooking and food is like one that has usually hardly anything in it. If I have meal planning stuff, does it go in home because it has to do with, you know, home and cooking and stuff? Does it go in health because I'm trying to eat better? Does it go in finances? Because if you meal plan, you spend less money. So I just, instead of having to agonize that over all the time, I just made a category for it. And then I don't ever have to think about it because it always goes there. I think instead of highlighting, I'm just gonna underline these guys. Now, it's kind of bad, maybe, that health and personal isn't on here. That should be a priority. But, you know, everything gets its time. Same thing with people and pets. People are important, pets are important, but they kind of require their own stuff, so I don't have to think about it as much. Volunteer work, cooking and food. Do I want to do this? Probably not. All right, so this is my seasonal focus map. Woo! Late fall 2025 for life. Sometimes I wrap the volunteer work into life and sometimes I have it separate, but here it's going to be part of that. I have the year, I have the season, because otherwise they all look alike. On this one, I want to write in the projects. I don't know if I do. I'm going to think on this. If I want to do something more narrative, like if I could just knock out some of this home stuff, how much better would I feel about things? So much better. Yeah, I'm going to think about how I'm going to use this this time, but this at least gives me my prioritization, my focus. If I have time, I want to be focusing on my home. And you know what? I just realized that project that I came up with on the fly here needs to get added in. So home upkeep, it needs to get added in where? Well, it's there. So this just should have been in blue. And I'll need to add it into OmniFocus. Because that's really the biggest focus there. Oh, but that's in system. Darn it. Well, the actual doing of the stuff is, you know, that's where this doesn't have to line up. So that answered that question. I will prioritize getting my home in shape. Clean, organized, ready for winter. I'll get rid of stuff. Know where things are. Get stuff fixed. Yeah, when I say home and stuff, that's what I mean. The planning and systems will get the home stuff together, but there we go. All right, admin and finances. Well, you know what I'm going to say here is, the systems. Kids screaming outside. Follow the systems you've got set up. Do the work. And that doesn't just apply to that, it applies to all the things. Admin and finances. I'm just going to write that. Follow the systems. Follow the systems. Just those three. Nothing here is hard. Just get it done. Planning and systems. Yes, this is important. But only so that other stuff actually happens. Garden and yard. Prep for weather. Cooking and food. Oh, you know what? I did write some of the things that I wrote when I was reflecting probably could have gotten made into projects. So baking and soups. Soups. I want to make something that makes me do that. And what was the other one I thought of? Oh, the prep for winter, the prep for weather is the dahlias. I was like, should they have their own project? And I kind of think they should. I kind of think if I don't have them separate, they're going to fall into everything else. And they need to be cared for. Garden and yard. So. Oh, and the compost bin. That's another one. I think that's gonna. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna finish it. I built it a couple years ago, and it's just never really worked out well for me. And I got the worm bin, which I love, but they do not keep up. So I need. If I want to compost, I need to just do the big stuff. So. This one I need to put, it's going to be an ongoing area to take care of. And this one, I'm going to put progress. I should have done that in the other color. So that's another thing. So the things that I'm coloring here are things that I want to put something in OmniFocus to, I don't know what yet, but the color will make me go back through that. So. Oh, and the other thing was I fell off of doing YNAB. See, I'm thinking of all this stuff now. YNAB. So. All right, I'm gonna do some stuff off camera and we'll see what I come back with. This ended up being kind of a hot mess. I don't know if I'll show where I was thinking it through live, but I shouldn't have written that big because then I did end up wanting to put the projects in here and this home upkeep system. It's really here because it's building a system, but I wanted it there because keeping it up is going to be one of my main priorities this season. Obviously a lot of system work, so it bled over here, but getting this stuff actually done is the more important thing than this. These will, you know, work on them a little at a time. Some of them were ones I want to finish. I came up with a soup and baking focus for the season project and Dahlia Care project I mentioned. And again, I still have volunteer work and my channel stuff to do. So that is where I'm going to leave it with my seasonal work. If you didn't see the beginning setup over here, I'll link back to the setup and to some other related videos that you might find handy.